Guys, this could be the best night's sleep that I had since I have been in Japan, and obviously that is because I'm getting used to the time difference, but also just being exhausted all the time. Okay, so I've got a few fun things planned today, but today I'm just gonna run downstairs, eat breakfast in the hotel before I head out on my first tour. Breakfast was fantastic, as it always is, right? And right now, I think I have about, I don't know, 3/4 of a mile walk to the station, and ultimately I am going on a Kyoto Arashiyama walking tour, bamboo, monkeys, temple, and secrets. Oh, this sounds like it's going to be a good tour. You are going to be seeing that bamboo forest that is absolutely iconic. Like, you've seen it before. When I show you it, you are going to know it, and you're going to be like, oh, that's where that is. So that's what we're doing. I'm a little early. I was sitting in the room after breakfast, just working, editing videos, uploading stuff, sending emails, you know, that kind of thing. And I figured that I can do that on the road. So I'm gonna get up there just a little bit early, and I'd rather be early than late. It was not a comfortable feeling yesterday when I was on my way to that Gion walking tour, and I thought I may be late. But it is a beautiful morning here in Kyoto. Just a little warmer than it was last night, but still nicely cold. Okay, I had a pretty good hack. So I looked on Google Maps for directions to where I was going, and it had me taking a bus kind of away from where I was going to get on a train. But then I looked on the map and I saw that I could just walk to a train station that was about, you know, 3/4 of a mile away, and actually avoid getting on the bus. So here I am at that train station about to get on this train. Obviously I'm not going to film on the train, so I'll see you on the other side when I get there. Okay, I made it. I made it to Arashiyama, and the train journey was just super easy. I tell you, if there's one thing, well, there's lots of things that Japan does right, but one of those things is public transport. It is extremely easy, and as far as paying for it, I just loaded the Suica card, which is like a travel card here in Japan. I loaded it up onto my Apple Wallet, so now all I have to do to ride any public transport is to scan my phone, and I can get on and it just automatically debits it. It's super handy. If any of you are thinking about coming to Japan, don't worry about like finding your way around or paying for stuff. They make it very smooth and easy. Okay, now I just have to find my way to where I'm meeting my group. Okay, I know that this window, this round window, is where I'm meeting the group, but I am, let me look at my watch. Okay, I am about an hour early, so I am gonna go outside. I guess I'm just gonna walk around. I'm gonna find somewhere to sit maybe I'll grab a coffee, I don't know. Like, the world is my oyster, but I'm gonna find something to do for the next hour, and then, oh, look at this. Can you see these mountains? I think we might be climbing up there somewhere. Not like climbing, but walking up a path. Anyway, I'm here for all of it. So guys, it's been about half an hour since I arrived here in Arashiyama, and I am just waiting for my tour guide. I've been walking around for about half an hour, and okay, so here's a couple things. I am just surprised how clean everything is, and I guess I'm more surprised at my reaction. I am having a great time just walking around residential neighborhoods and looking at the houses. It's all so very different, so it's somewhat of a novelty, you know? There are certain things like vending machines that sell drinks. They are absolutely everywhere. There is also a huge convenience store culture, I guess, because obviously you've seen me go to 7-Eleven in previous videos. There's another chain called Lawson's, and they are apparently the most prevalent convenience store around, because I have seen them absolutely everywhere, and they're just like a 7-Eleven, like they sell everything. It's like a very small grocery store. You could effectively live out of Lawson's. Okay, so I'm back up in the station, and you can see that the group is starting to assemble behind me. We still have like 5 more minutes, and we're waiting on 5 more people. Depending on where they're coming from, I don't know. I think they usually leave within 5 minutes of, well, if you're 5 minutes late, we'll leave without you. I think that's kind of the rule. So another train is probably gonna come in, and those people will get off, and then we'll be on our way. I think this is gonna be a really good day. Okay, so our walking tour just started, and the guide right in front of me, he let us know what the tour was, and I don't know, maybe I didn't read it, or I booked it so long ago that I wasn't sure, but this walking tour is 5 hours long. Now, he said we're only going to be getting about 15,000 steps, but 5 hours of being on my feet. And there's a lady right here, she's running the Tokyo Marathon on Sunday, so I don't know, good for her for coming out and doing this. I am just glad to be on my feet so long after running Osaka, not yesterday, but the day before. Actually, my legs are feeling pretty good, so I'm happy to be out walking around. Look, I wish this camera had smell-o-vision, because the smells coming through the area that we just walked through with all the restaurants and the street vendors is absolutely amazing. Now, I want to turn this camera around right now. Well, the tour guide is stopping us, but just take a look at this. We're just about to go into the bamboo forest. Now, this is just as touristy as I was led to believe on my research before coming here. There's just lots of people around right here at the entrance, but there are going to be some other areas that are a little less crowded, or at least you can't see all the people a little further on. So yeah, I can't wait for that. But even with the people, this place is absolutely amazing. Can you see behind me all the bamboo? This is exactly why we come here to see this. You can see why it's so popular. And I imagine like when the light is different, like the sun is just rising and peeking through, it's got to be absolutely stunning. So on the way up here, we actually passed a residential area. We walked through a residential area and there was a nice big shrine, and in the shrine had lots of children or little babies kind of on the shrine. And that shrine was there to protect the children, the Japanese children, as they actually walked to school. And it was funny because I was on the phone to my wife this morning, and it was right as I guess school was just starting, and there were just loads of kids, even little kids on their own walking to school. And then I see this shrine, and the shrine is there to protect them. They didn't say if like people go and make prayers or wishes at the shrine to protect the children, but I think the shrine just takes care of business, and like all the kids are protected because of the shrine. So right now we're at the Nonomiya shrine, and there are it looks like there's a couple of shrines inside, and there's a lot of people. Oh, you know what? I can see just over my head. There are those little tokens that when I was in Osaka before the marathon, we wrote our wishes on the back and then hung them up. There are lots of them over there, so they're probably doing the same thing, like selling those little plaques, and then you can just hang them up. But it's way too busy for me to go inside filming, so I'll just tell you. They actually told us the way to make a prayer when you go to one of these shrines, and this is something you're going to want to remember for the future. But basically, you go up to the shrine, you bow in front of it, you ring the bell, you make your wish or say your prayer, and then you bow again to complete the process. Now, some of these shrines are not going to have bells, and in that case, you clap twice, and that just kind of starts the prayer process. So it's bow, ring bell, make a wish, bow, and then the prayer is completed. So there's still a lot of people here, but there are far fewer people, and we're in the bamboo forest, and then our group is like taking lots of like Instagram photos with no one in the background. It's pretty good. But right here, it's absolutely gorgeous being here, guys. It's very quiet. You can hear the wind rustling in the top of the bamboo. This is definitely somewhere to come and check out if you're in Kyoto. So this, right behind me, this is what you have all seen. This is the screensaver on your computer. This is the image that everyone gets when they come to the bamboo forest. It's this path right here with the bamboo up both sides. This is absolutely amazing to see in person. I guess that's my point.
Don't say I'm going home. It's also Kyoto. Okay, so I'm going home. Kyoto. From Kyoto. All right. You see the lily pad in front of the...
Hi guys, I'm absolutely going to butcher this pronunciation, but this is the Tenryu-ji Temple. Now this temple behind me has been around since the 13th century, and it was built on the site of the Tenryu-ji Temple, and that was been around here since the 9th century. So this is all very old. So this Tenryu-ji Temple, if you translate it into English, it is Temple of the Heavenly Dragon. Guys, this view is just amazing. One thing is for sure, Japan has their garden game on point. So at this point, we're getting a little higher, and we're even going to get higher still when we go up to the monkey park in a little bit. But already I can look out and I can see so much of Kyoto from up here. Gosh, I'm just so lucky. I'm so glad to be here. Mizuno, thanks again for this opportunity. Hey guys, so we stopped for lunch and we're in Arashiyama. So we're in a very touristy area right outside of that temple that we were just in. And let me just move the camera down so you can see. You see these two behind me? Yeah, there are a lot of people dressed in kimonos, because very young women, and they are looking like Meiko. And if this was my first day, just like when I was on the train coming into Kyoto, I thought just because I saw two people in kimonos that they were Meiko. Yeah, you would definitely make that mistake here, because like here's another two coming right behind me, and I've probably seen 100 women in kimonos while I've been in this little town. And I'm just going to turn the camera around right now so you can take a look up and down this street. There's another one right in front of us. It's a very touristy area, and if we come around, it's just lined with restaurants and very like cool souvenir shops if that's what you're into. But now back to me, you don't need to see the tourist stuff anymore. But next we are heading up to the Arashiyama monkey park, so yes, we'll be seeing some monkeys. I bet you can't wait for that. I am really excited. So this is interesting. We're on a bridge and we're crossing this very wide river. And our guide just told us that any couples that are together, not to hold hands as they cross this bridge because it's bad luck. And if you do hold hands as you're crossing this bridge, then you will break up. So Harmony, if you're watching this, remember, next time we're in Arashiyama, we may cross this bridge and we cannot touch each other as we cross this bridge. Okay, that's just like a mental note for next time. Okay, we're coming up on a torii gate and it's appropriate to bow to the side of the gate before you go through it. If you ever find yourself coming up on a gate like that, that's how you do it. You bow to the side, not directly in front of it. So right now I'm at the bottom of the Arashiyama monkey park and I'm not allowed to take videos and you're not allowed to take photos on the stairs or the trail going up to the monkey park. So I will check in with you when I get to the top because apparently there's monkeys walking around and if they see you taking photos or video, they will rip that camera out of your hand and like grab you and throw you over the side. So I'm not gonna risk it. I'll see you guys at the top. Okay, that was actually a really solid hike coming up to the top of the monkey park. And there are a couple rules that they want you to follow while you're up here. So don't stare at the monkeys in the eye. Don't touch the monkeys. Don't feed them outside. So there's a little place inside that you can actually feed them. I think they want you to buy their food and then feed them that. We're not allowed to take a picture on the way up, but I already told you that. And you've got to stay more than 3 meters from the monkeys. It says 3 meters on this card, but the signs all around say 2 meters. So basically they just want you to keep your distance, right? They don't want you to grab them. But guys, I want you to see, this is just like the most beautiful view up here. This is how high we've come. Look at this view of Kyoto. Oh my gosh, this is absolutely stunning. This is actually a lot cooler than I thought. So the monkeys are just kind of walking around up here. They're not all over the place, but there are, I don't know, maybe probably like 7 or 8 that are just out walking around like amongst the crowds. And of course we have to keep our distance for respect for the monkeys, but they will just walk right by you without you doing anything. So this is the inside of the area where you can go in and actually feed the monkeys, and you can see them sitting on the outside. Like, these guys aren't stupid, they know where to get their food from. I don't know how well you're gonna see this on the camera, but all that hill, like right over there are like loads of monkeys just all over the place. So this is definitely bigger than just this little area where you guys are watching me and everybody else standing around just looking at the monkey. The monkeys are free to go, I guess, wherever they want. Oh my guys, look at this little baby right here. This thing is the cutest thing I've ever seen. I just want to give him all the food. I could sit and watch this little guy eat all day long.
Hey. Hey.
So guys, super worthwhile trip. If you are coming to Kyoto, I definitely recommend that, well, I recommend that you do this whole walking tour. It's been absolutely phenomenal. But I definitely want you to come up to the top at Arashiyama to the monkey park. To see the monkeys, that's all well and good, and you get to feed them. But just to see the view of Kyoto, it's absolutely amazing. I actually had no idea how big Kyoto was until I'm like looking out across the expanse of it. Of course, Kyoto was the capital of Japan before Tokyo was, so it's not really that surprising, but it's still fun to see. And also, the whole city, I suppose I didn't know it until I'm seeing it right now in front of me, but the whole city is just surrounded by mountains. It's a really beautiful place. You guys have to come here, I'm telling you. Now, I don't want to say that this is the thing that I'm most excited for, but I will just say that I'm not excited for it. So obviously, when I came up this way, I knew I had to come back down, and right behind me, there's a big slide that's going down this hill. The best thing is, I don't see a height limit, I don't see a weight limit. Like, it's for adults as well as children. So come on, come with me and let's do this slide. Okay, showtime. It's a little narrow for my little butt. Oh my gosh, it's faster than I thought. Oh gosh. That was actually very fun. And you will know just by the way that I've edited this that I would have had to do that slide twice. And the second time with the camera pointing at me was the second time I did it, and totally worth it. When I saw some little kids kind of going down that slide when I got here, I was like, I think I'm going to be disappointed. But I got to tell you, with my extra weight, I was not disappointed at all. That slide was absolutely killer. Okay, I think I'm ready to go home now. Like, I feel like the vacation was a success, mainly because of that slide. Well, let's hike on back down the mountain. All right, that was the monkey park. This was a really good tour. I'm really happy I did this. Okay, let's hop on the train. We're heading to another spot. Guys, I just want to show you a sign of the efficiency of the Japanese. See these arrows on the floor? I'm at the train station going down the stairs. So there is one lane of people going down the stairs, 2 lanes for people coming up the stairs. And obviously people are staying on the left because they drive on the left here, but giving more room to the people getting off the train takes priority than the people actually going down the stairs to wait for a train. It makes perfect sense. And the arrows on the ground just make it easy for everyone to pay attention and abide by the rules. I just love it. Okay, where I'm going next, I had to take a train and then a bus. Then in order to get home, back to the hotel, I have to take the same bus back and then jump on that train to finish the journey. I've got to tell you, this walk has actually worn me out a bit. I'm quite tired, but I think while I'm in Kyoto, and at least on this side of Kyoto, I have to get to where I'm going. My buddy Tyler, who I was with in Osaka, recommended that I go to this place on the same day that I do the Arashiyama tour. So thanks Tyler. I'm knackered, but I'm still going to see this thing. Okay, so I've come all the way up here to go to the Tenryu-ji Temple. It is also known as the Golden Palace, or the Golden Pavilion. Hey, I don't think I've seen so many temples as I have since I've been in Japan. Okay, right now I'm looking on my phone to see the exchange rate of the bus journey, because on the buses you pay when you get off, and every bus journey is a flat fee for people 12 and above. It's 230 yen, and that equates to about $1.50. Now the train is based on distance, so how far you travel. If you travel more, you're going to pay a little more, but it's not like double the cost for double the distance. So this morning when I started all the way down near my hotel and I got up to Arashiyama, that train fare was 200 yen. And then today when I went about half the distance and then I could get on the bus to come here, that was 190 yen. So there was only a 10 yen difference for going half the journey. So I think it pays to travel further. Okay, so I am here at the Golden Pavilion, and look at that, you can see it right behind me. The 2 top floors are covered in gold. Now, over the years, this has burnt down several times. In fact, it burned down twice in the Onin War. And this structure that you're seeing right now was rebuilt in 1955. Now, I don't think you can see it from here, but each floor is built in a different architectural style. The first floor is built in a Shinden style used for palace buildings during the Heian period. The second floor is built in the Buke style used in samurai residences. And that's it. I think I said it in a way that indicated there was another level, but those are the top and the middle layers. And it's set in the most beautiful garden. I mean, this could be even nicer than the garden I visited yesterday. Now, I actually think I came at the perfect time of day with the sun right there. The sun is like glistening off the gold and the water around it. It's absolutely stunning. Okay, now we can get a little closer, and actually it's going to be difficult for you to see on camera. I definitely recommend that you come here to see it for yourself. But from this close, the gold, it just looks amazing. Is it solid gold? I wonder. No, of course it's not solid gold, but it's still absolutely stunning. Look at it. I mean, I'm looking at it on the screen, it looks fantastic, but it is really impressive when I turn around and look at it in person. It's a pretty sweet little temple right there. And that's it. I am leaving the Golden Pavilion Park. This is actually a beautiful place to just walk around. I actually made it through the whole thing in, I think it was about 40 minutes. So I was kind of hustling to get through. I'm sure you could spend, you know, an hour, hour and a half in there with no problems at all. And at the top, like before I came out, they are hustling in there. They are selling ice creams. They're selling all like the good luck talismans. Good for them. Okay, now I'm gonna get on the bus. Then I'm gonna get on the train. Oh gosh, it's such a hike to get home. I'm probably an hour and 10 minutes away from home. And I gotta tell you, I'm pretty tired. These marathon legs are feeling it. But yeah, let me get on the bus, get on the train, get home, and I will check in one more time before I sign this video off. Got to remember, I'm saying it on camera now, so I do remember. But I've got to remember to try on the pajamas for you. Do you remember in yesterday's video, I got some pajamas at the hotel and it was one size fits all? First of all, I need to find my way out of here without getting lost. Okay, I've only got like, I don't know, 10-15 minute walk till I'm back at the hotel. I am really exhausted. Hey, what's up? Thank goodness I am back in the hotel. I'm not gonna draw this out too much. I am just gonna put on my pajamas and let the cards fall where they may. So let's do it. Guys, this is actually pretty nice. Oh, I just realized that with the camera tracking me this way, you really can't see the whole get-up. Right, how's this? It's just like a dressing gown. Can you see the bottom of it? Let me just move this lens down just a little more so you guys can get the full effect. Pretty good. This actually fits better than I ever thought it would. Although I can't imagine actually sleeping in this. But yeah, pretty nice. I might bring this home as a little souvenir. Remember when we were at the temples and you had to ring that bell and then, or bow and then ring the bell and then do a prayer and then I think bow again? Well, part of that equation was ringing the bell. So if you have made it to this point in the video, I want you to drop the bell emoji in the comments just to let me know that you've made it to this point. And with that, it's Matt B. This has been my day 2 in Kyoto. Be kind, be happy, run well. See you in a couple of days.